Hi guys, Harry here from Betway. We're at the FACEIT Major, joined with Spunj. Starting off, grand final, Astralis vs Na'Vi, top two teams in the world. How do you think it's going to go?
I think that's the main point, that we finally have a major grand final with the two teams we all not expected to be there, but hopefully on paper should be there. I think the problem is this tournament I've doubted Astralis a lot, and that's not because I don't think they're the best team in the world, that's because I think that I was hoping everyone else would step up to the plate. Navi's been the only real team to do that, and I think the core is now finally firing on all cylinders. Simple's still playing amazing, Electronic is getting to do what he does best, and Flamey's playing well as well. The problem is to predict this one, because I've gone against Astralis so many times, it's really difficult to not see them winning now with that clinic that they put on yesterday against Liquid. You know, the percentage Counter-Strike that they play, even the individuals were playing well yesterday for Liquid and they still were able to beat them. I know Simple and Electronic are a different beast, and I'm going to give like a really crappy, half-assed, I don't know which way it's going to go answer, but that's legitimately the case. If I had to make a prediction, I would have to use logic and go with Astralis, but there's a world where, Na'Vi come out and they continue their form throughout, and it's one of the best finals we've ever seen. Yeah,
as you said, Simple, Electronic, they're finals, and there's as well as Flamey. I believe they're in the top 3 of the top 5 players so far this major. I mean, with them 3 players playing on all cylinders, is it hard for Astralis to beat them, or is it going to be sort of that sort of brute force against the sort of the beautiful Counter-Strike, as you like to say, of Astralis?
I think, you can look towards exploiting their weaknesses in terms of if players like certain positions or whatever, you can take advantage of that if you're Astralis. The problem is, because they play percentage Counter-Strike, the likelihood is it's going to be 1-for-1 trading, and that's where the skill comes out and Astralis close out rounds. The only way that I can see Na'Vi having, a big say is when Simple gets 2 to 3 kills in a round, and then it's difficult for them to get back into it. And I don't mean that in I don't have faith for Na'Vi, because they've looked a lot more strategical this time around. It's just that's the bread and butter of Astralis, as opposed to Na'Vi needing the individuals to be there. Their spacing's been really good, their timing's been really good, their preparation, it's been a lot better. So I don't know if it's going to be enough to beat the beautiful Counter-Strike, but it should be a really good game. That's such a shit answer, but that's just where I'm at.
As you mentioned, beautiful Counter-Strike, you say it a lot on the desk, specifically to Astralis. What in your mind is beautiful Counter-Strike? Is it team play? Is it the way flashes, nades are used? In your mind, what is beautiful Counter-Strike?
So we get to see like a lot of brawly CS, right? We get to see people who have strategies and they can execute them. But the difference is the way that Astralis actually plays CS is to perfection. It's the best that I think we've ever seen over any iteration of the game, and we're talking 15 plus years now. Now, the reason I call it beautiful Counter-Strike is because they make something that seems so difficult to everybody else look so easy. Their timings, how well prepared they are, and then the individuals on point as well. It's the amalgamation of everything coming together to make it look so simple. And it's the finer details that a lot of people at home don't realize, like pot flashing for each other all the time, or make sure their trading game is always on point. It's every single detail is correct. And that is what makes it so exciting for someone like me who's been appreciating and loving this game now for the better part of my life. And when I see a team and players playing at that level, that's why I call it beautiful Counter-Strike.
And finally, obviously, last day of the FACEIT Major now. It's been a pretty good tournament so far. How's this compared to other majors you've been as a player and as an analyst?
I think, this one is unique, and especially the layout and stuff of the stage and all that. And now that we have these distinct stages coming through, this is, one of very few times we've gone into, the challenges, the legends, now the champions. I think this is a cool new way of doing it, and in terms of the event itself, I think that screen is bloody amazing. That's something special that I don't think I've ever witnessed before. Obviously, the UK crowd, they'd like to get rowdy, a little bit like the Australians. So from all those elements, it's been fantastic. The games, I think, are the only thing which have been a bit of a disappointment, but that can't be controlled by anybody else other than the players on the server. So all in all, it's another one. Everything, it keeps getting better every time.
Well, perfect. Thanks for chatting with us. If you want more content, make sure to subscribe to us on our YouTube channel.